Sonny, give me the best visual design of 2013.
Oh my God, we were just talking about this, but Devil May Cry, the new one, boy, that was a beautiful freaking game, was it not? Like the shit that it did visually, like the way it would make the levels turn in on itself and adjust and change, it's unreal. And that just wasn't the only thing that I liked about it. I mean, the game looked great anyway, looked fantastic. No complaints whatsoever. A lot of people could say that, like, Last of Us looked the best, but I felt that the actual direction of the visuals, the art direction of DMC, made it stand head and shoulders above everything else.
Yeah, because not only did they have to design the actual world, but a lot of the stages changed midway through, so they had to design how those Lego pieces are going to interact with one another as well, and they did a really excellent job with that.
Yeah, beautiful.
I also chose DMC as best visual design for
Wow.
similar reasons. I think not only is it heavily stylized, but like Doc was saying, the level design is very clever and is integrated well when you go from like the real world to the devil world. It all works really well, and you know immediately just by looking at a screenshot whether which world you're in, which level you're in, redesigning a beloved character isn't easy either. I think the new Dante kind of holds up.
He does more than hold up. I think he's great.
Yeah, they're both dicks, so it works. Yeah.
They both show their dicks
that's
behind a slice of pizza flying through the air.
Yeah, it's one thing to like make it look hyper realistic to where you feel like you're watching a movie with live action people. It's another thing to make it look really pretty, but also kind of suck you into a world that doesn't exist. And I think that DMC did a really good job of that. So good picks, guys.
What was yours?
So you're on board with that?
Did you pick something else, Blue?
I did. I tried to kind of spread out some of these choices, so I wouldn't just keep repeating myself over and over. I actually decided to go with The Wolf Among Us.
Oh,
because of its really unique kind of art style that Telltale Games tends to do. Super hyper contrast with, on the opposite end, kind of like really dark themes. Kind of cel-shaded almost in a way. It's just really super unique, and I feel like it deserves a thumbs up. And
a lot of bright-ass purples and pinks in that game, too.
Yeah. It was.
I know it's
got
based
kind
off
of like 80s neon theme almost.
I know it's based off of a graphic novel, but even the character designs are great because that's you see a character and like, do I? Because it's all based off of fairy tales, so everybody knows a decent amount of fairy tales. So you're looking at like, do I know who that person is? And maybe it's this, maybe it's that, and they give little hints here and there, but.
And even if you have no idea, like, anything about the past story, I don't know how you could have ever been a child and not know some of these characters, but in case that has happened, this is still a game that you can look at and be like, wow, this is really unique and really pretty, and kind of simplistic all at the same time. So.
Yeah, I didn't know who Donkey Skin was or whoever the hell that girl.
Gross.
Faith.
All right.
So, Doc, best visual design of 2013.
My best, and Devil May Cry was up there in the thought box, but my best visual design was Remember Me. I just love the atmosphere of Neo Paris and how they kind of tied everything in together. Even the way the HUD overlaid and showed you what ledges you can climb on and how everything mixed together. It was just really, really well done. I know that game gets a lot of shit from a lot of people, but I really enjoyed that game, and mostly because the visuals were wonderful. I mean, I played on the PC. Sonny said you picked that up on the 360 and it wasn't impressing you too much?
I rented it. It didn't do much for me, but at the same time, it certainly was visually striking, so I definitely see where you're coming from.
Yeah, even from character designs, everything. It's those new IPs always really impress me because they have to bring everything from the ground up. Pretty much every little piece of detail. So anytime they could do that, and the world made sense, it was very, very coherent. And even like the later stages, just crazy shit going down, weird visual stuff. It was very, very well done.
We do have a comment from a YouTube viewer, Tanner, who says, Rayman Legends could win sound and visual. Did any of us play Rayman Legends?
I did not.
I didn't either.
I played Rayman Origins, and then I realized I don't really like platformers all too much.
Rayman just doesn't click with me, and that bums me out
Yeah.
because people really talk it up a lot, but it just doesn't work for me. Sorry.
It was innovative for its time, but I never got into it either, for whatever reason.
All right, next category.
Yes. Sorry about that. Next category, best new character. This is